fist, bump, bump, pump. I feel like I'm on Jersey Shore right now.
What?
I'm Tim.
I'm Lyle.
You know what I was watching earlier?
What?
So this lady was pretty much, she made a whole video about how, okay, so this guy had posted, why don't girls ever show their actual vagina when they're sending you like nudes, right? They only show you like their body. They never like really show you, you know what I'm saying? And then this lady was like, do you know how much pressure it is on women to show you their coochie? You know, we all have this idea of what a perfect coochie needs to look like. It needs to be this and this and that. And she was pretty much going in on men, saying that even if we send you these pictures, you go ahead and say, oh, it's ugly, or there are bumps around it, or she was pretty much saying that men do a terrible job at trying to either compliment a picture that they see. In other words, if the vagina doesn't look appealing, then and we say something about it, we hurt their feelings. But really? I thought, you know what hit my head when I thought about that? What about the girls that ask guys for nudes and their packages isn't what they expected it to be, and then they clown on the guy too, or they send the pictures to their homeboys, their homegirls, and say, or some of their homeboys, you know, depending on where you're at. Yeah. But they send it to their homegirls, and they're like, "Look at this! Look at what he's working with." You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like a double.
You know what it is? It's you are allowed to body shame men, but you can't body shame women.
Yes. You know, and it also brought me to this one episode of the Chappelle Show. Shout out to the Chappelle Show, because if Chappelle Show was running right now, it would have been canceled in the first 30 seconds.
Nah, they don't. One thing about Dave Chappelle is that they don't cancel Dave Chappelle.
No, they don't. I'm talking about Dave Chappelle Show. That show could not air on any network right now.
Really? You think so?
Nobody's taking that
risk.
Even
Comedy Central.
They're not right now. If you go back and watch it, it's not happening, bro. Because the episode I'm about to tell you could never fly on any show right now. So he says that, isn't it crazy that women will go to like, and I'm not trying to say that my logic or thinking is the right way, but I still I think it's funny, especially when I watch it on the show. So he says women will spend a lot of time and probably money when they go to these lingerie stores and they buy like these really good looking bras to make their breasts look really, really attractive, and then they wear a dress and and it's sitting really nice, but a man can never compliment that.
No.
Right? It can never. And so Dave Chappelle said he found a way to like get around that by giving women ribbons and saying, "Ma'am, you have some great New York boobs," and the women were so happy to get a prize by being complimented. But it's like if a man was walking around and his, you can tell he works out, and a woman walked right past him and she touched his like, "Hey, good morning, how are you?" And she's like, "Ooh, you've been working out, Lyle," and then you're like, "Yeah, thank you." We can take it and be like, okay, but and it's not, when we take it, it doesn't mean we're comfortable with it, though, right?
Nah.
We just have to just accept it. But you can never go to a woman and just compliment her nice looking jugular.
No, you can't.
You can say nice outfit. And even if you say nice outfit, sometimes they see it as you looking at them in a sexual way. It's so hard to really express ourselves to a woman, because women, to me, especially these days, are really, really forcing what they consider what independence is and not needing a man. But at the end of the day, we all need each other, right? There's no secret that there's nowhere on this earth that you can go to where niggas ain't shit. That can apply to white, Asian, Hispanic, Middle Eastern. Niggas ain't shit. You can find deadbeats all over the world, right? But you can also find really good people. You can find good guys that have, bad tendencies. And I'm not saying that they do bad things, but they know they're looked at as like the bad boy. But they're good people. And if a man wants to compliment you, it doesn't automatically mean that he wants to have intercourse with you, right? Or he wants to, or he's fantasizing about you. He feels you look nice, but he's also afraid to express himself because of how women normally in the past that I've seen taken compliments to a different level. I think for me, the limit that you can go with that is probably saying, "Oh, Keisha, I like your hair," and just stop right there. Because if you say, "And I like your outfit," or "And I like your shoes," they can probably see it as you're looking at them a little bit too sexual. In a certain type of circumstances, not all around.
The way you dress, people are going to look at you how you dress. It is what it is. If you're going around, and if it makes you feel comfortable, it makes you feel comfortable. But if you're going around dressed in things that obviously show revealing assets about you, guys are going to look at you sexually.
Yeah.
Even if you might be fully clothed in a sheet, they might still look at you sexually. But that
doesn't give any man the right to act on it. There's a difference between you looking and you probably approaching the female and probably trying to see if you can run your game. But as far as you harassing,
no. I'm not saying they have the right to harass you. No, but that's what I'm saying. But you're going to get some unwanted attention.
How you're dressed.
Yeah, you're going to get some unwanted attention. The way you present yourself, the same way. And the thing is that I know a lot of people say that, well, just because I dress like this doesn't mean you should
criticize how or
no, you should treat me like how. And I'm like, you should treat me like that. And I'm like, they're not saying that to me, but when I hear hear people talk about it, and I'm just like, how do you expect them to treat you? Like, how do you expect them to approach you?
And you know what I think it boils down to? A woman's mindset and a man's mindset don't align, because a woman doesn't understand that you should allow me to walk the way I want to. But you know what's crazy? What? While she's walking the way she wants to, there could be a female that's attracted to her and slaps her butt.
And it's okay.
And it's okay.
No. Actually, no. I'll even go a little bit
further. Push the line a little bit.
If it's a guy that she likes, she's okay with it. If it's a guy that she's likes,
okay with it, but she's still gonna act in public just to maintain.
but she's gonna be like she gonna give him that she gonna give him that like she gonna give him one of those.
Keisha, why you do that?
She gonna give like that. Stop. She's gonna be like, stop.
Especially when they draw the last words they say. They be like, Keisha, ooh, stop. You play too much. And that you play too much. They drag that too. I understand that part.
Yeah.
But there has been many situations where females have had attractions toward other females, and they or female. You ever been to like the club and you see females dance on each other?
Yeah.
But if a guy comes and wants to dance with them,
they look.
It's like they see the dead body. Like, what the? You scared the shit out of me. Nigga, looking like a monkey. You don't look like a monkey. You just want to clown the guy for
approaching you because you think that you're too good for.
And now you're in your 40s and there's nobody approaching you at the club anymore. And you're wishing that I wish I would have answer this person or entertain this person.
Now this person. My thing is that you could do whatever you want to. Live your life the way you want to live it. I don't judge anybody's
Definitely.
But my thing is that we can't complain when things don't go our way when we make the choices we make.
Definitely. And I feel a lot of, and don't get me wrong, men also suffer this consequence, but I feel, I'll put it in a general pot. I feel some people suffer this one thing that happens in life where somebody comes in your life or some peoples come in your life over a period of time, and these people or this person is good for you. Might not be the exact fit, but sometimes in life we take what we can and then we make it the right fit for us, if that makes sense. It's no different than somebody that you really, really you like. Then you can see yourself loving this person, but this person needs to elevate a little bit. But you can see yourself molding that person to elevate, right? And when you can elevate that person is where you want to be with that person. But there are certain people that will see a person that's good for them, and they feel like, I'm not going to do it.
It's because they don't match the ideal guy in their head.
Yes, you nailed it right on the coffin. They don't see you as either being tall enough, or of you being fit enough, of you having the right career, or of you driving the right car, or of you having the right watch, or of you going to the right places. You're not popping bottles, whereas they can get with the guy that's popping bottles. But what they fail to tell you is the guy that's popping the bottles that you can get with is only going to be with you for a certain amount of time, because there are other people competing for that spot, and he knows this too, right? So it's a race. So this guy that and I'm not pointing at my cousin, but this guy that can literally give you what you need, and like he said earlier, you can do whatever you want to do. It's your move. It's like chess or checkers.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to
live with your consequences.
The consequences, because one thing I do believe is that life isn't just for us to YOLO and just live freely. I think life is
depending on who you are, right?
Well,
we're not all the same.
Yeah,
we have hippies that live YOLO.
Well,
but in general,
I just mean that I believe that we're all here for a purpose and a duty, not just to ourselves, but to the people around us also.
And unfortunately, and I think Lil Boosie had touched on this in one of the podcasts I was watching, and he said,
Boosie?
Lil Boosie, yeah.
Really?
He doesn't go with Lil anymore. He just calls Boosie Badass.
Oh, okay.
But no, he's a guy that's probably hilarious, but he's an older guy. And if you're able to like turn off his comedic side and just listen to him, he makes a lot of sense. And one thing that he did say was that social media has really, really messed up how we I want to say operate as humans. In other words, these women and men, they look to social media and they determine what is
what's life.
Exactly. What they deserve, what they should be looking forward to. And they expect that a guy out there should provide it to them. Shout out to Kevin, guy that died heart attack.
Oh, Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Samuels. I think that Kevin Samuels was so accurate with some of the stuff that he was saying, but I believe that sometimes when your delivery is so direct, some people don't know how to take it.
Yeah.
But a lot of guys that watched it, they really understood what he was saying, because they were able to turn off
the emotional part.
Exactly. And women have a very hard time turning that off, because they automatically put themselves in that situation, and they automatically think, just like I just said earlier with the whole social media thing, they go through social media and they see maybe 10, 20, 30 women that are living a life that they think that they believe they deserve, right? So they go out there and they find a guy that is providing it for them, but it's not to the level of what they see on social media. They want more.
Because everybody wants to live and get married and take all these trips together. And
not only that, brother, at some point, people were okay with getting a Gucci purse or a Gucci bag. Now they are rapping about Birkins. If you look up the price of a Birkin, bro, it's almost the same price as a Toyota Corolla or a Toyota Camry. Why won't I just buy you a car, a plot, a land, or something, invest in it, then buy you a purse? That's that expensive. Not to say I won't buy you a purse, but that's that expensive. But you have looked at some celebrities, or you've looked at some of these, what they call Instagram models, that now have it because a rapper probably gave it to them, and you feel that you deserve it. And I'm not going to tell you that you don't deserve it. If you feel that way, then go find it. And if you get it...
No, I'll honestly say this. I will say this.
Like he says, you pay for you suffer your consequences of the action.
I don't believe anybody deserves anything. I believe we get what we earn.
That's what you deserve.
No, there's a difference between earning something and deserving something. So deserving means that if you get it because of no like there was no
effort.
There was no input to get what you got.
So you take a test in school and you get all A's, and I give you a C. Don't you deserve the A?
But why would you give me a C if I got everything I was supposed to do to get A's?
Because I just felt that your attendance was low, but you were still passing your classes, so I counted your attendance as a heavier grade, and I gave you a C. Do you deserve the C or you deserve the A?
Well, if you said that I was missing class and everything, then I guess I deserve the C then.
You deserve the C, even though the knowledge of the product that you were doing required. You got the A and everything.
But when you go to school also deals with attendance.
Yeah, it does.
So you have to do everything right.
He's found a loophole and he's won. I'm not gonna argue that. It's facts. That if you didn't fit all the criteria, then you don't deserve what you get.
Yeah, you deserve.
We don't deserve
you
to wake
what
up.
you got.
We don't deserve to wake up tomorrow.
Because perfect
we
example.
We earn it by being blessed by God, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because perfect example. When you were in college and there was some.
I was in college in '64.
But there were some classes that you had to have a certain amount of attendance. If you dropped below a certain amount of attendance, it dropped your grade.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. It's your choice. You decide.
Like I said, when he brought up that it's part of your syllabus,
yeah,
and not the fact that you're knowledgeable about the product and you got an A in everything, but you didn't get the attendance, so you got a C. Do you deserve the A? You don't, because you didn't fit all the criteria.
So you got what you earned.
Okay, so yeah, the way that you broke it down makes a lot more sense.